CCTV cameras and system design basis. Design life. The CCTV cameras and systems are designed for continuous duty operation for a period not less than 10 years without requiring upgrades due to technological obsolescence. CCTV system. The CCTV system is intended to assist plant operators with surveillance at all manned and unmanned locations of the pipeline project. The system provides video surveillance in color at various facilities and supports person identification. Control and recording of video surveillance information occur at the master control room and alternate master control room. The system is designed for day-night operation, 365 days a year, and interfaces with access control and fire and gas systems. The fiber optic telecommunication network. The fiber optic communication system transmits all voice, video, and radio signals between key control rooms and sites through the synchronous digital hierarchy (SDH) system. System spare capacity and spares. Hardware: 20% spare capacity on interface I/O cards wired and terminated. 15% spares for cards, terminations, and slots, available but not installed. 25% expansion space in cabinets racks for cards, terminations, and termination space. System servers workstations. Maximum 30% system memory, RAM. Utilization under full load, with space for 50% memory upgrade. 50% spare storage capacity memory, hard disks under operation, with additional space for future upgrades. 100% spare software license capacity for all application system software. 50% spare hysterization storage space for servers with hysterization feature. Other spares, vendor recommendations apply. Power supply. Main control rooms. Single source of 240 AC, 50 Hz, single-phase power from a UPS. Block valve stations and SPM stations, 24-volt DC power supply provided through solar power systems. Standardization of equipment. Standardized equipment ensures commonality of spares, minimized training for equipment use, economies of scale in purchasing and maintenance, uniform system upgrades. System availability. Designed for 99.99% operational availability, excluding power, transmission, and scheduled maintenance. The system is considered available if camera coverage and functionality are maintained at defined surveillance areas, with video signals available for display and recording. CCTV cameras and system design general. The CCTV cameras and transmission equipment are designed to cover various locations along the pipeline, including main control rooms, block valve stations, and the main terminal. Cameras are used for monitoring critical process areas and perimeter security. Camera locations, process facilities, monitoring critical areas like pumping stations, metering skids, tank farms, and block valve stations. Security areas, monitoring facility perimeters with fixed cameras equipped with video motion detection, VMD, for intrusion detection. PTZ cameras are placed at facility corners for wide coverage. CCTV monitoring system locations. Main control room, capable of viewing and recording images from all connected cameras. Intermediate control room, viewing and recording images from local and block valve station cameras. Main terminal, alternate control room capable of viewing and recording images from all connected cameras. Security workstations at main gates for viewing security-related cameras. Functional requirements. Visual monitoring of critical process areas and perimeter for security. Interface with access control and fire and gas systems for enhanced surveillance. Long-range surveillance during plant emergencies for personnel evacuation. CCTV cameras requirement. General, cameras should be color with high resolution, capable of transmitting video signals over fiber optic cables. Lenses. Auto iris type, with fixed cameras equipped with fixed focal length lenses and PTZ cameras with motorized zoom lenses. Camera types, fixed type for intrusion detection and PTZ type for process area monitoring. Camera housings, X-proof housings for hazardous areas with IP65 minimum protection. Cameras at C locations should have IP67 housing. Video transmission. Using MPEG-4 compression, capable of full frame rate transmission and configurable for lower frame rates under normal conditions. Camera accessories. Wipe units, for cleaning camera windows operated from control rooms. Sunshades, to protect from direct sunlight. Mounting accessories, suitable for wall, ceiling, or pole mounting, with additional support towers if necessary. System design requirements, general functionality, and system architecture. IP-based Ethernet network platform supporting full motion video images, comprising CCTV cameras, system cabinets, operator stations, and database servers. CCTV system cabinets, housing system equipment like FOC patch panels, video encoders, decoders, and Ethernet switches. Standard dimensions, freestanding type with cable entry from the bottom, equipped with necessary accessories for proper ventilation and protection. CCTV operator stations, located at master and alternate control rooms, supporting image viewing, camera control, and video storage, equipped with LCD monitors, keyboard controllers, and storage for video records. CCTV database servers, containing camera configuration database with redundant configuration for continuous operation, capable of recording video images for 30 days, using RAID technology for data storage. CCTV communication network, secure, redundant IP-based Ethernet network for video signal transmission over long distances through fiber optic cables. CCTV system management software, integrated database and software revision control management tool, field-proven software with full documentation. System time synchronization, receiving synchronization signals from master station clocks at preset intervals without disrupting operations. These details encapsulate the technical specifications and design requirements for the CCTV system, generalizing project-specific information. CCTV cameras and system design. CCTV cameras, systems, and transmission equipment are designed to cover various locations along the pipeline. The CCTV cameras are required at several facilities, including main control rooms, block valve stations, intermediate control rooms, and main terminals. Cameras are used for surveillance of process areas and facility perimeter monitoring for intrusion detection and security purposes. Camera locates facilities. Cameras are required to monitor all critical areas like pumping stations, metering skids, tank farms, block valve stations, and surge protection areas. These areas will be covered through PTZ cameras for surveillance purposes. Security areas. Cameras are required to monitor the complete perimeter of the facility by keeping several cameras along the fence area. These are fixed-type cameras and shall have video motion detection, VMD, facility for detecting any intrusion into the facility. Fixed cameras shall be located at every 100 meters with 10 meters of overlap along the fence area. CCTV monitoring system locations, main control room. The master control room, MCR, for CCTV systems shall be capable of viewing and recording all images from cameras located at main pumping stations, intermediate control rooms, block valve stations, and tie-in stations. Operating stations are also located at the security room at the main gate for viewing security-related cameras. Intermediate control room. The CCTV monitoring system shall be capable of viewing and recording all images from cameras located at intermediate facilities and all block valve station cameras. Operating stations are located at the security room at the main gate for viewing security-related cameras. Main terminal. The alternate master control room, AMCR, for CCTV systems shall be capable of viewing and recording all images from cameras located at main pumping stations, intermediate control rooms, and block valve stations. CCTV operating stations located in the terminal master control room, TMCR, shall view and record images from terminal facilities and related stations. CCTV cameras and system design functional requirements. The functional requirements of the CCTV system include the following as a minimum. Visual monitoring. Monitoring all pumping stations, block valve stations, tank farms, surge protection equipment, and any other critical process for surveillance purposes. Perimeter fence monitoring, using fixed cameras for intruder personnel detection for security purposes. Thermal imaging, required for intruder personnel detection at fence areas, oil spillage detection near pumping stations, and observing oil levels at storage tanks during nighttime or in low illumination conditions for surveillance and security purposes. Interface with access control system for detection, recognition, and identification of personnel at entry-exit access gates of unmanned stations. Long-range surveillance. Cameras located at the highest elevation available in the pumping station or at the oil terminal to cover the overall stations during planned emergencies for personnel evacuation. Interface with integrated control system for system failure alarms, malfunctions, camera failures, communication link failures, etc. Interface with fire and gas systems, FNGS, for fire or gas leakage detection, configuring the nearest camera to a predefined position to focus on the area for further visual monitoring through the CCTV system. CCTV cameras requirement. General. Cameras should be color, with a minimum resolution of 625 lines per frame, designed for high definition under ambient light conditions, ranging from direct sunlight to a minimum of 1.0 lux. During nighttime, the camera should switch to monochrome mode to capture the same resolution images. Capable of transmitting video signals into fiber optic cables from the camera unit or a separate terminal box. Cameras should have standard features like auto iris, text superimposition, peak light blanking, and local brightness adaptation. All cameras will be supplied with lockable, tamper-proof housings. Lenses. Lenses shall be of the auto iris type or equal, and of a quality that maintains the specified camera resolution under all aperture conditions. Fixed cameras shall be equipped with fixed focal length lenses, and PTZ cameras shall be equipped with motorized zoom lenses with a minimum of 18x optical zoom. Camera types. Fixed type cameras, used for intrusion detection using video motion detection, VMD techniques. These cameras are located at fence areas covering the complete perimeter of the facility. Pan, tilt, and zoom, PTZ type cameras, used for monitoring process areas and access gates, both entry and exit gates for surveillance purposes. The pan, tilt mount, and zoom shall be controlled from remote areas using fiber optic cables. The mechanism shall be capable of the following minimum criteria. Panning rotation shall be 0 to 350 degrees on the horizontal plane with a speed of 0 to 10 degrees per second. Tilting angle shall be +- 90 degrees on the vertical plane with a speed of 0 to 6 degrees per second. Zooming lens ratio with 18:1 optical zoom. External adjustable limit switches to prevent movement outside of pan-tilt ranges. Camera housings. All cameras located in hazardous areas shall have X-proof, XD, camera housings, and cameras located in non-hazardous areas shall have non-X-proof housings with ingress protection of IP65 as a minimum. Cameras located at sea stations shall have IP67 housings to protect against very high waves of the sea environment and all sea weather conditions. The housings shall have thermostatically controlled or PTC-controlled anti-condensation heaters and shall have protection against lightning and electromagnetic interference. Camera housing shall be constructed of electropolished 316L grade stainless steel and shall have an integrated junction box for external cable connections. The construction of the pan and tilt mount shall be made from corrosion-resistant metallic material. Camera housings shall have the ability to be ceiling, wall, or floor mounted and shall be equipped with wash-wipe units. Due to the extreme sunlight, all field cameras shall be provided with protective sun shields. All power, control, and video cables entering or leaving the housing externally shall be protected by a flexible conduit. Camera video transmission. Compression techniques. MPEG-4 compression techniques shall be utilized for compressing video image data at the encoder from 1 Mbps to 4 Mbps or better for transmission. Frames per second. All cameras shall be capable of sending full frame rate 25 frames per second FPS images for security and surveillance applications. Operators shall be able to configure to low frames per second around 1 to 3 FPS under normal conditions. In the event of an alarm, the recorded frame rate speed can be automatically increased to a full frame rate of 25 FPS. All video transmission from cameras to their associated CCTV cabinets shall be via fiber optic cable. Each camera shall use dedicated fiber between the fiber optic transmitter unit located adjacent to or at grade level from the camera and the FO receiver located in the CCTV cabinet in the control room. The camera video transmission equipment shall be equipped for the return path from the CCTV cabinet to the cameras for the control of pan, tilt, and zoom functions. This shall be through separate fiber from the camera to the CCTV cabinet in the control room. Camera accessories. Wash-wipe units. Provided for all cameras for cleaning camera windows, including a pressurized wash fluid reservoir suitable for mounting in accessible locations. Reservoir units shall be capable of being filled with potable water manually without obstructing camera operations. The washing and wiping control command shall come from keyboard controllers located in control rooms at the operator's request. Sunshades. All field cameras shall have integral mounted sunshades to protect from direct sunlight. Mounting accessories. Each camera shall be provided with a mounting system to couple the camera housing, pan tilt head, to walls, ceilings, or poles. Where necessary, support towers shall be provided for mounting cameras to cover designated areas. The requirement of support tower height and the number of locations will be finalized during detailed engineering by the contractor. All required mounting accessories for camera installation at the field shall be provided by the CCTV vendor. CCTV cameras and system design. CCTV system design requirement. General functionality and system architecture. The CCTV monitoring system shall produce full-motion video images, at least 25 frames per second. It shall be an IP-based 100 Mbps Ethernet network platform with control and monitoring, including sequential switchers located in control rooms for all cameras. The architecture of the CCTV monitoring system shall comprise CCTV cameras at main and intermediate pumping stations, main terminals, block valve stations, tie-in stations, and SPM stations. CCTV cabinets including all necessary units like fiber optic, patch panels, FOC card cages, video encoders, decoders, Ethernet switches, power supply distribution, etc. to interface with cameras and monitoring stations. CCTV operator stations at the Master Control Room, MCR, Intermediate Control Room, ICR, and Alternate Master Control Room, AMCR. CCTV operator stations at security rooms at the main gates of the main pumping station, MPS, Intermediate Pumping Station, IPS, and Main Oil Terminal, MOT. Engineering workstations at MCR and AMCR. CCTV database servers at the main and alternate control rooms at MPS, MOT, and IPS. CCTV communication network. CCTV system cabinets, control rooms at MPS, IPS, and MOT. The fiber optic cables from each camera in the pumping stations shall be terminated at patch panels located in respective control rooms. The patch panels may be wall-mounted units, or part of CCTV system cabinets. Station control rooms at each block valve station, tie-in station, and SPM stations. The coaxial cables from each camera shall be connected to CCTV cabinets located in station control rooms. The distance between the camera and the station control room is a maximum of 20 to 30 meters. CCTV system cabinets. CCTV cabinets shall house system equipment such as FOC patch panels, video encoders, decoders, Ethernet switches, and communication card connectivity to SDH equipment. Cabinets shall be of standard dimensions of 2100 mm H by 800 mm by 800 mm D, with lockable front and back doors, and of freestanding type with cable entry from the bottom. Cabinet construction shall be based upon proprietary multiple bays housing 19-inch standard rack mounting equipment with a minimum degree of protection to IP42 in accordance with IEC 60529, whilst maintaining adequate ventilation. Cabinets shall be equipped with the following minimum accessories. Equipment mounting rails, power distribution panel and distribution strips, mounting brackets, cable management panel, removable shelves suitable for a load of 50 to 60 kilograms, accessories such as earthing kits, screws, washers, grip nuts, etc. Low-noise fan tray to maintain equipment temperature within the limits. CCTV operator stations. General, the master CCTV operator station shall be located at the MCR at the main pumping station, and backup CCTV operator stations at the alternate control room at the main oil terminal. CCTV monitors are located at the control room at the intermediate pumping station, capable of viewing only assigned cameras located in intermediate pumping station areas. Functionality: the CCTV operator station shall provide capability for image viewing, sequential switching, camera selection, and pan, tilt, and zoom control of each camera. Components: each CCTV operator station shall have 2 sets of system cabinets, monitors, and keyboard controllers. Platform: the CCTV operator stations shall operate on an IP-based Ethernet network platform, incorporating various modules required for effective management, including surveillance operations, recording, replay, and archival of video image records. Capability to perform video image search shall also be incorporated. Storage. Operating stations shall provide enough memory space for 2 weeks of online video storage and access to high-capacity archiving mechanisms for the removal of stored video to offline media. Functions. Manage live video from Ethernet switches, transmit live video to monitoring stations, receive camera control commands from keyboard controllers and send the commands to field cameras, store live video to hard disk, transmit previously stored video to operator stations, archive previously stored video to databases servers, retrieve archived video from the databases server, provide video analytics including video motion detection and object tracking, export recordings into MPEG format for viewing using standard tools including Microsoft's Video Player integration. The operating stations shall rely on the CCTV database server for all camera database configuration and information. CCTV system management software, database management and software revision control. The CCTV system provider shall include an integrated database, system, and application software revision control management tool that automatically audits the CCTV system and saves all preceding revisions of the CCTV system software and database to a secure environment whenever a change is made. The system shall save the data to a media source external to the CCTV system, such as optical disc, CD, or similar. The software revision control tool shall incorporate software security control to ensure software integrity. All software shall be field-proven, with beta release versions not acceptable. Full documentation detailing the installation and operation of the software shall be provided. These details encapsulate the technical specifications and design requirements for the CCTV system, generalizing project-specific information. Inspection and testing. All CCTV system equipment and components shall be tested in the manufacturer's work. The vendor may be required to carry out any or all tests stated in this specification under the witness of the purchaser or its representatives. Testing and factory acceptance tests, FAT, of the CCTV equipment shall be performed in line with this specification and in accordance with relevant project documents and international standards as the minimum requirement. Acceptance by purchasers' representatives of any CCTV equipment shall not relieve the manufacturer from any of his obligations. The purchaser reserves the right to perform checks during the manufacturing process at any time or all the times. It shall be at the discretion of the purchaser to witness tests on 100% or any percentage quantity of each lot for routine tests, apart from the type tests wherever called for. Tests of CCTV equipment shall comprise factory acceptance tests, FAT, Integrated Factory Acceptance Tests, IFAT, and Site Acceptance Tests, SAT. Factory Acceptance Tests, FAT. The factory acceptance testing is to involve all components and subcomponents of the CCTV system. The vendor is fully responsible for inspection and quality assurance of the materials and the standard of workmanship, and to perform a complete functionality test of the CCTV hardware, software, and interfaces. 100% testing of all components and functions is required for witnessing. The vendor shall fully assemble and carry out integrated factory testing of the CCTV system, including communication testing, and submit the internal test report prior to witnessing by concerned parties. The vendor shall submit FAT procedures for review and approval 4 weeks prior to the system testing witnessing. Testing shall demonstrate system compliance and performance in accordance with project documents and specifications. The FAT shall include but not be limited to the following: visual checks, earthing isolation and continuity measurements, diagnostic features, hardware checks, functional tests, input-output video signals and reporting tests, communications interfaces test, system response tests with all cameras simulated at worst loading conditions, RFI and EMI testing. FAT for systems should include all accessories, peripherals, etc. for the system. Upon completion of the test and clearing of all discrepancies that may be generated during FAT and signing of test documentation, the equipment shall be prepared for shipment. Site acceptance test. The site acceptance tests, SAT, start after the installation of the CCTV system across purchaser sites with the communication system connected into it to complete an integrated system. The vendor shall perform the site acceptance test at the job site in accordance with an approved SAT plan. The vendor shall provide all the personnel, test facilities, equipment, and tools to assist with this. The SAT plan shall be prepared by the vendor and submitted for approval at least 2 months prior to carrying out SAT. The testing shall demonstrate that the system satisfies all the requirements as stated in the project documents. Any discrepancy noted during the SAT period shall be corrected by the vendor free of cost, which shall also include supplying the required hardware and software and carrying out modifications. 100% testing of all components and functions are required. The vendor shall prepare the test report in accordance with the approved SAT plan for review and approval of the end user. The CCTV vendor shall have total system integration and checkout responsibility. Special attention shall be given to the fiber optic system integrity, continuity, and failure testing methods on each node as well as all nodes interconnected. Performance acceptance test. After the successful startup and commissioning of the whole system, the performance acceptance test shall be carried out for a continuous period under normal operating conditions as per an approved PAT plan and procedure. The vendor shall provide technical expertise and support during the period of PAT. The PATT test result shall be prepared by the vendor in accordance with the approved PAT plan and submitted to the end user. Documentation. The CCTV equipment supplied under this specification shall be documented to the extent necessary to allow the purchaser, as well as the operator, to fully understand the product, its theory of operation, its application, performance, and maintenance. Furthermore, it must enable the purchaser to efficiently communicate with the manufacturer about all aspects of operating, maintaining, and servicing the CCTV systems. The format, standards, and quality and quantities of drawings shall be in accordance with the standard engineering procedures and shall be subject to the purchaser's approval as per the requirements of these specifications. The following documents must be submitted to the purchaser. Functional specification for the complete CCTV system. Bill of equipment showing complete reordering information for all replaceable parts. Spare parts location, identification, and price list. CCTV camera and system installation, operation, and maintenance instructions. Equipment general arrangement drawings. Heat dissipation load lists. CCTV system cabinet general arrangement drawings. CCTV system detail termination drawings. CCTV system configuration drawings. All data provided for the CCTV systems shall reflect and comply with project specifications. Typical drawings are not acceptable unless they are revised to show only the subsystems being furnished. The format, standards, and quality and quantities of drawings shall be the manufacturer's standard, but shall be subject to purchaser's approval as per the requirements of these specifications. Language in all documents and drawings shall be in English. Dimensions shall be in metric SI units. Spare parts and special tools. The vendor shall include with the bid the recommended spare parts interchangeable record, SPR, for startup, commissioning, and 2 years of operation as per the following. Itemized recommended spare parts list for startup and commissioning. Itemized recommended spare parts list for 2 years of operation. All spare parts furnished by the vendor shall be wrapped and packaged to preserve an original as new condition under normal conditions of storage. The same parts shall be properly tagged with stainless steel tags and coded so that later identification as to their intended equipment usage will be clear. Spare parts listing shall be provided as per standard industry practices.